All right, buckle up everyone, because we're about to hit the Las Vegas Strip, virtually speaking, of course. They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but I'm about to take you on a tour that's too good not to share. We're talking glitz, glamour, and enough neon to make your eyes water. And the best part? We're going beyond the still images. Get ready for some proper, realistic videos of all the action. At number 1, the beating heart of Sin City, the Las Vegas Strip. Look at it. This ain't no ordinary street, mate. It's a 4-mile buffet of casinos, hotels, restaurants, and enough entertainment to keep you buzzing for weeks. Whether you're a high roller or just fancy a stroll under the neon glow, the Strip is an experience you won't forget. Just try not to spend all your money in the first 5 minutes, yeah? At number 2 is the Bellagio fountains. Imagine a water show choreographed to music with jets shooting hundreds of feet in the air. It's like a giant synchronized swimming routine, but with more water pressure and less nose plugging. Trust me, it's spectacular. All right, from the bright lights of today to the, well, equally bright lights of yesterday. At number 3 is the Neon Museum. It's like walking through a time capsule of Vegas history with all these vintage neon signs. You got your Stardust, your Sahara, your Moulin Rouge. It's like a who's who of casinos that sadly didn't make it. But hey, at least their signs are living their best afterlife right here. So Vegas has a bit of a, shall we say, colorful past. And by colorful, I mean involving some fellas who like to bend the rules a bit. At number 4 is the Mob Museum tells the whole story. From the bootlegging days to the casinos. You'll see some real gangster artifacts in here and maybe learn a thing or two about how to properly make a cannoli. Or maybe not. I don't want any lawsuits.
At number 5 is the High Roller. Now, if you want to see all of Vegas, and I mean of it, then hop aboard the High Roller. It's the biggest observation wheel in the world. And let me tell you, the views from up there are gobsmacking. You can see the Strip, the mountains, even my mate Adele's house. Okay, maybe not that last one, but it's still impressive.
All right, at number 6 is Fremont Street. Buckle up, lads and lasses, because we're headed to Fremont Street. This ain't your grandma's retirement home? No, sir. Imagine a massive LED canopy like Times Square on steroids, blasting music and visuals that'll make your head spin faster than a roulette wheel. Live bands, street performers, zip lines. It's basically a sensory overload in the best way possible. You might even catch a glimpse of Elvis, or at least someone who looks suspiciously like him after one too many cocktails. Now at number 7, if you fancy a little taste of Italy without those pesky long-haul flights, then hop aboard because we're off to the Venetian Resort. They've got gondolas, canals, and even blokes dressed like gondoliers who will serenade you with questionable Italian accents. It's like being in Venice, but with better air conditioning and less chance of getting run over by a Vespa. And the best part? You can pop into a casino right after your gondola ride because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Unless you win big, then everyone's gonna hear about it. Now at number 8, if you're feeling a bit fancy, and let's be honest, who isn't in Vegas, then the Wynn is the place to be. We're talking luxury shopping, top-notch restaurants, and decor so opulent it would make a king blush. They've got a golf course, a Ferrari dealership, and enough chandeliers to light up the entire Vegas Strip. If you're looking to drop some serious cash and feel like $1,000,000, the Wynn is calling your name. Just try not to lose your shirt at the blackjack table, yeah? All right, at number 9, buckle up, lads and lasses, because we're headed up and away to the Stratosphere Tower. This iconic landmark isn't just tall, it's absolutely massive. I mean, we're talking panoramic views that'll make you feel like you can see all the way to California. And for those of you who like a little thrill with your sightseeing, they've got rides on top that'll make your hair stand on end. Just try not to lose your lunch, yeah? Next up at number 10, we're off to witness the awesome power of Mother Nature. Well, a slightly more controlled version of Mother Nature. It's time for the Mirage Volcano. Every night, this iconic landmark erupts in a fiery spectacle of light and sound. Imagine a giant barbecue, but instead of sausages, it's molten lava and fireballs. You'll feel the heat from this show, I promise you that. Ever wanted to spend the night in a giant pyramid? No? Just me then? Well, even if you haven't, we have the Luxor Hotel at number 11 as a sight to behold. This architectural marvel is like something straight out of ancient Egypt, only with more blackjack and slot machines. And if you think the building is impressive from the ground, just wait until you see the beam of light shooting out the top. They say you can see it from space, but I reckon that's just the aliens trying to phone home. All right, folks, next up is Mandalay Bay at number 12, and let me tell you, this place is massive. It's got everything you could ever want in a resort, including a beach. Yes, a beach. They've got a wave pool, a lazy river, and even a shark reef aquarium. You can literally spend your entire holiday here and never get bored. Just try not to get eaten by a shark, yeah? From tropical paradise to the streets of New York City, because why not? This is Vegas, baby. At number 13, the New York Hotel is instantly recognizable with its replica Statue of Liberty and Empire State Building. But the real highlight here is the roller coaster that zooms around the hotel. It's a wild ride, just like the real New York. Just, with less chance of smelling something a bit dodgy. Now at number 14, if you're looking for something a bit more modern and sophisticated, the Aria Resort is the place to be. This place is all about sleek design, high-tech features, and a touch of class. They've got amazing restaurants, a world-class spa, and even a theater that hosts Cirque du Soleil. It's the perfect spot to unwind and enjoy the finer things in life. All right, buckle up, lads and lasses. We're headed to number 15, MGM Grand. This place is massive. We're talking casinos the size of small countries, a boxing ring that's seen more knockouts than a dentist's office, and enough restaurants to keep Gordon Ramsay in a tizzy for a year. Speaking of, did I mention the celebrity chef spots here? You might bump into Wolfgang Puck himself. Just try not to ask him to sign your pizza crust, yeah? Now we're off to Paris. Well, sort of. Paris, Las Vegas, that is at number 16. They've got a half-size Eiffel Tower, which is still taller than my self-esteem after Simon Cowell's last critique. And the best part? No jet lag. Stroll down the Champs-Élysées, or at least a very convincing replica. Grab a croissant the size of your head and pretend you're fancy. Just try not to burst anyone's bubble by shouting, "Vive la Las Vegas!" Get ready to unleash your inner emperor, because it's off to Caesar's Palace at number 17. This place is like walking onto a movie set, but with better snacks. We're talking marble statues, Roman baths, don't worry, they're cleaned regularly, and enough toga parties to make Bacchus blush. Plus, more celebrity chef restaurants. I'm starting to think they just hand out Michelin stars in this town like parking tickets. All right, folks, if you're looking for a bit of swank in the city of sin, look no further than the Cosmopolitan at number 18. This place is like the cool kids table in high school, but everyone gets to sit there and there's no awkward acne phase. It's all chic design, fancy art you pretend to understand, and enough cocktails to make you forget you're in the middle of the desert. From the Cosmopolitan sophistication, we're off to plunder the delights of Treasure Island at number 19. This place is like stepping into a pirate movie, but with less scurvy and more air conditioning. You've got swashbuckling shows, hidden treasures probably, and enough piratey puns to make you walk the plank, straight into a giant margarita glass. Now, if you're tired of pirates and cocktails, how about a good old-fashioned concert or sporting event? That's where the T-Mobile Arena comes in at number 20, folks. This place has hosted everyone from music legends to sporting heroes, and it's guaranteed to leave you buzzing. Just try not to spill your overpriced beer when your team scores, yeah? Alright, so you've seen the fountains, you've dodged the Elvis impersonators, you've even survived the casino. But have you experienced Vegas until you've been to a conference? Probably not. That's where the Las Vegas Convention Center comes in, a place so big, they measure the free swag by the ton. Now look, I know what you're thinking. James, you adorable scamp. I came to Vegas for blackjack and all-you-can-eat buffets, not rocks. But trust me on this one at number 22, a little trip to Red Rock Canyon is like hitting the reset button on your senses. It's absolutely breathtaking and you might even see a lizard. Just don't try to put it on a roulette table. We've had fun and games, but now it's time to get serious, folks. At number 23. We're going to the Hoover Dam, a masterpiece of engineering that's so impressive it makes even Simon Cowell say, "Bloody brilliant." It's a reminder that amidst all the glitz and glamour, there's some serious history and ingenuity behind this city. All right, from bright lights and casinos, we're taking a little detour to, get this, a nature preserve. At number 24, we have Springs Preserve is like Las Vegas's secret garden. Who knew, right? You got botanical gardens, walking trails, even a museum about, you guessed it, springs. It's the perfect place to escape the glitz and, dare I say, get some fresh air. And last but not least, at number 25, we're ending our Vegas adventure at the coolest shipping container park you ever did see. This ain't your average shopping mall, folks. Downtown Container Park is all about quirky boutiques, funky art, and restaurants that'll make your taste buds sing. Plus, they have a giant fire-breathing mantis sculpture. Because why not, eh? Well, I guess what happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas, especially after you've seen these spots. From the dazzling strip to the hidden gems, this city's got it all. So, what are you waiting for? Book that trip, pack your bags, and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. And hey, while you're at it, give this video a big old thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and tell your friends about it. You know, just in case they haven't heard of Las Vegas. As our journey through the entertainment capital of the world comes to an end, let the sounds of this upbeat music fade you out, leaving you dreaming of bright lights and endless possibilities. See you in Vegas!